Everyone's heard this alert one way or another, either by driving or walking with your friends and everyone's phone just all of a sudden goes off. But do you know the story behind this terrifying sound? Before Amber Hagerman went missing, her family became involved in a film project that followed women working to rebuild their lives after leaving welfare. The filmmaker Pam Curry first encountered Amber, her mother Donna, and her brother Ricky at a shelter for women. She spent extensive time with them, documenting ordinary aspects of their day-to-day lives, from household routines like cooking meals to quiet moments of schoolwork, offering an intimate look in their life. Until 3 months later, Amber disappeared. 9-year-old Amber Hagerman was out riding her bright pink bike near her grandparents' house in Arlington, Texas on Saturday, January 13th, 1996. She had been playing with her younger brother, Ricky, in the parking lot of the closed grocery store about a block away, a place where many neighborhood kids often went to go play. After a while, her brother Ricky went back home. Amber was left pedaling in circles under the sun. And then after a while, a neighborhood kid named Jim Kevill saw something terrifying. He saw Amber get kidnapped in a black pickup truck, and that pickup truck sped off. That being the last time Amber Hagerman was seen alive. The days that followed passed in a haze of frantic searches, desperate appeals from her family, and a growing sense of dread. Neighbors and volunteers came together, covering the community with posters bearing Amber's face. With each hour that passed, however, hope that she would be found alive slowly diminished. On January 17, 1996, Amber's body was discovered in a drainage ditch about 5 miles from the site of her abduction. The brutality of the crime, along with the absence of clear motive or suspect, sent waves of fear and anger across the nation.
I was screaming and crying and disbelief. No, that's not my daughter. My daughter's not dead.
Afterwards, a manhunt to find the perpetrator was begun by the police. Despite the thousands of leads investigated over nearly 30 years, her killer remains at large, but police continue to receive tips. However, because of this tragedy, something good came out of it. Even though a lot of people don't want to admit it, because of this tragedy, we now have what we call the Amber Alert system.
It's bittersweet.
She prays for the happy ending her own family will never see.
The bitter part, what if there was the Amber Alert, when my daughter was missing.
As Amber's name echoed across the nation, it carried with it a chilling weight, one born of silence, delay, and the haunting helplessness of law enforcement grasping for answers too late. The failure to spread the word fast enough became a shared nightmare, forcing a grim reckoning about how easily a child could vanish without a trace. In January 1996, the tragedy of Amber Hagerman, Dallas-Fort Worth broadcasters gave shape to the fear by launching an emergency alert system meant to break through the darkness. The Amber Plan, named in her memory, was created to flood the airwaves in urgent warnings, turning televisions and radios into alarms. Its purpose was stark and desperate: to awaken the public, to enlist an entire community as watchful eyes, and to ensure no child's disappearance would ever unfold in silence. The power of the Amber Plan revealed itself quickly. On November 10, 1998, an alert cut through the airwaves like a siren in the dark, leading to the safe recovery of 8-week-old Ray Lee Bradbury after a watchful citizen spotted her babysitter's truck. Proof had emerged that speed and awareness could pull a child back from the brink. Soon after, the federal government took notice, and by 2003, the Amber Alert system spread across the nation. Today, it stands as a constant, urgent whisper in the moments of terror, credited with saving hundreds of children and turning fear into action. It is the living legacy of Amber Hagerman, a system forged from loss, refusing to let silence win again. Yet for all it had saved, Amber's own story remains frozen in shadow. Her case was never solved. The unanswered question lingers like an open wound, haunting her family and the investigators who searched relentlessly for a face, a name, a truth. Whoever took her has evaded justice for nearly 3 decades, slipping through time's grasp. Though the case has been reopened again and again, scrutinized with advancing technology and renewed hope, time itself has become an enemy. Memories have dimmed, evidence has withered, and the darkness surrounding Amber Hagerman remains. A reminder that some echoes never fade.
Makes me feel good, makes me feel proud, and something I know Amber would have been proud of.
If you guys enjoy this content, please subscribe, like, and leave a comment to let me know what else you want me to cover. I appreciate you guys for supporting, and I'll see you guys later.